Alright, let's get started on fixing this bike up. Like I said, this is my grandpa's bike, and we're going to turn it into a bushcraft bike to go back Stony Valley. And like I was saying, there's over 20 miles of railroad bed to ride on, and we're going to need an area to store our trapping supplies, hunting, camping, whatever else, taking my kids on it. I'm going to make this basket, this cheap basket, and turn it into a nice box to put traps and to haul animals in. And also, I'd like to make a gun rack up front here and a basket or something to put stuff in, things that aren't going to be mixed in with the traps. We're going to camo this bike up. We're going to get rid of the blue and the chrome and get rid of all the reflectors. I started taking some of them off now. I'm going to get you guys in a little closer here, but I wanted to show you this hat. It's my grandpa's. It's a 7th Infantry Division hourglass, and that's what he served in, so I'm wearing it to honor him and a tribute to him. So let's look closely at this bike and see what we can do. Okay, here's the battery I was telling you about. We can't use it back in Stony Valley, but we're going to make a place in the box up here so we can put the battery in and use it and disconnect it and connect it whenever we want. But I wanted to show you, it comes with a charger. If you buy a bike, my grandpa said this charger doesn't work that great, so I'll show you what he did. This charger would work on a car, but like I said, it's not the best, so he rigged up a plug on each terminal, and he just fastened that in with wire connections and has a plug here. So he took the other plug that's connected to a battery charger that you'd use for a car or anything, and he just connected it on that. He made sure you had a good connection on the charger, and then they could have that connected all the time. And when you pull in with your truck, you can keep it on the truck, and when you plug it in, you'll know that in the morning you had a good connection and your battery is going to be charged. You're not going to go without a battery. So that's what he did. And we're still going to keep this around because there's places we can use that battery. So that's the battery. It had a bag, and as you can see, it's junked, it ripped. We're going to make a nice box. And we're going to start by getting rid of this basket. And these two rails are connected with bolts on either side that go down into the frame. We're going to take that. Okay, we got holes down through this frame. And it's just bolted on here, so I'm going to take an adjustable and work them loose. Maybe we can use them, maybe we can't. We'll have to get other bolts maybe. So I'll take all of them off. And we'll get this basket off here. Now we're ready to take that out. Looks like I got the wrong spot. Just have to cut that loose. There we go. We got the battery loose here. We got to get rid of all these little wire ties. I'll just clip them off with a knife. Right like that. And then we gotta get rid of the reflectors. So right here we got a reflector. I just push them until they break off. Simple as that. And we'll just keep going around. Grab my pocket knife. We'll have to put these back on, but for now I'm taking them off so I can paint them. And we'll get rid of these stickers. Figure out a way to peel them off. We don't want them on. Now that we got everything loose away from the frame, you should sand everything before you paint it. So I just took 100 grit sandpaper. Right now it's smooth from the factory finish, and when you go to paint over it, it's gonna peel off easy if you're just painting over smooth stuff. So just take 100 grit sandpaper and make sure you cover everything. You'll see it, it'll get dull. You'll get straight down to that primer, blue primer. That's what you want. You can keep the blue primer on. You're getting rid of that smooth finish, that's all. And we'll just go the whole way around. And if you had like a sanding sponge, you get around little areas that you can't get in with paper as easy. So that's what we're doing. We're getting down to that light blue. Alright, painting these here, I'm just gonna go in here. We're gonna take the guard right off. One less thing to spray paint around. We can do that separate. So we took that off. Then I'm going to take this fender off. Make sure you save all the bolts, nuts. Just go in here in the wheel. Adjustable works great. Make sure you're on the nut good. You ain't tripping anything. And that's that. Now we got that fender loose. Okay, so I made a makeshift paint booth here, and I finished sanding everything with 100 grit sandpaper, and I even did the chrome because you want that paint to stick. Then I went through and I cleaned everything real well, got rid of the grease, and it's dry right now. Just taping off some things that you might not want sprayed, but it's important to get rid of your grime and grease. The paint isn't going to stick to that, so did that, and I'm doing the seat. And I'm ready to spray the wheels. I'm going to start with black. I'm not going to get real fancy because this is just to keep it a little bit hidden. So we're just going to use the black spray paint on the wheels. That's a nice color to use for a base. This is a Rust-Oleum, and I'll lightly go over the spokes. That'll camouflage that pretty good. Go to the back wheel. Go around. That's the reason why I'm using this black. I just figured I'll just spray the whole tire and no need to tape off. So we'll go around to the front. This has a primer built into the spray paint. It's a 2-in-1 deal. So we're just going to spray all the components black. Alright, now we got military green, the first coat. I'm going to go through and use a lighter color. We're going to use this color green. And I just got some walnut leaves because they're nice and small and they got a nice continuous pattern. I figure we'll just spray it like that. And that can make a nice leaf pattern there, like that. And we'll just keep doing it. And I'm going to do the same for the fender. Probably just lay that on there, but we can see the tips of the leaf. Might be nicer to use another one and lay it the opposite direction, like that. That seems to work really good. We'll use it for this one too. And we're going to go through and paint it all that color, and we're going to go over it with another color. I'll focus you in. So there's the pattern so far. Okay, we got the second color on. I used walnut branches for that. Now I'm going to use some dogwood leaves. We're going to use this color here. So we're just getting lighter as we go. And I'm going to try to get different areas that I didn't get the first time. Get some of the stem on thin areas, just to break things up. And we're going to spray a stem where it looks like we just got big areas here. And we'll make that stem here. Okay, now we got the third coat of paint on. We got the fender back on and the guard for the chain. So now we got all camoed here. I'm going to take you a little closer. And all I did was third coat it. Just made a different look. You gotta be careful on the third coat you don't get too much paint. But the wheels black like that really look good. Now we're ready for a rack. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. The next video we're gonna work on securing our load, making a box for the back. So stick with me. I'll see you again.